how to figure out what you really want in this life. In this era of opportunities and chances and possibilities, you can easily get lost. If 60 years ago there were specific professions, specific universities where you can go and become a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, and etc., etc. But nowadays there are so many things that you can do, and you can choose. I totally agree that we have more choices than our parents and our grandparents used to have. And when there are so many choices, instead of being more satisfied that you are more free, you are getting lost. You don't know what you really want. You don't know what job you want to do, what career to follow. So in this video I will share my experience, and I reflect on what mistakes I have done. Yes, I am still doing them. And I will share my thoughts and views on what professions you should do, which is satisfying for you, and how to find somehow your purpose in this life and the meaning of life through your job or your studies. If you are talking about how we choose university or how we choose schools and in general our professions, it's kind of strange, because usually it's parents who recommend you to do it, it's your friends, because everyone is becoming, I don't know, bank officer, you want to do the same, or it's society because it's acceptable in your country or in your society to become a doctor, for example. So when you are young, you don't think much about what you really want. You think, okay, if everyone is doing that, so it means that it is the right path. But when you go to university, when you devote 6 years of your life, as I did, for example, and when you graduate from the university and try the profession you were studying for so much time, you realize that it's so different from what you heard before, what you thought before about this profession. And of course you get stressed, you get depressed, and in the end you will be just lost and you don't know what to do with the degrees you have. In the end you go to work every day just to make ends meet. And it's very sad actually, because I have met so many people, young people who were full of energy at university, and now they start working and they are so sad, they are so dissatisfied, and they are doing that just because they spent much time at university on that program or profession. My case was a bit different, because when I finished my bachelor and master, I have become a certified accountant, and I was working as an accountant for 4 months, and I realized that it's just hell for me. I really didn't like it. I was so stressed and sad and depressed about how the work is different from what I was learning at university, and just coping with these small amounts of money or goods or something. And if you do one small mistake and you are done, and spending this all your time from 8 to 5 or 6 every day at work, and just you can leave only at weekends, and you can't leave mostly because you're super tired and because you hate your job. You want to get recovered emotionally during the weekend, so you don't leave at all. And I could stay there, of course, I know, and if I was a bit patient, I could cope with it and just get better position and stuff. But for me, it was not acceptable, because I knew that even if I spent 6 years of my life doing my bachelor and master, it is not the thing I really want. So at this point, everyone can choose what to do, of course. Someone can stay at that job that they hate, someone can change it to a better, I don't know, company or better, a bit different position. But in my case, I just left it totally. And what I did, of course I was depressed for a while, but after maybe 4 months I start realizing that, okay, if I don't like this job, there can be something that I want and I like. but how I will understand what I like, right? So just try it. Just try to test it to understand whether it's mine or not. When I was at university, I didn't think about it because nobody was telling me that maybe you wouldn't like your job, or try this internship, or do something different. And I just was focused on my studies, and I was thinking this is the only thing in this life, to study and to finish and to get job and be happy. So I started trying. I went to different internship programs. I went to try different professions. I was working as an executive assistant, as a manager, HR manager, as a translator. What else I did, as an analyst, and teacher. I was doing a lot of things, and I was not wasting time on these professions if I didn't like them. I was doing it 4 or 5 months. Okay, it's not mine, it's fine. But when I start teaching, actually I start teaching to not forget English, because when I moved back to my country, nobody speaks their English, so it's mostly Tajik and Russian. So I said that, okay, if I don't want to forget English, I have to practice. How I will practice? I will start teaching. After I started teaching English online, I also went to universities and I started teaching at universities. And then I had the click in my mind that, this is what I really want. I want to talk to people. I don't want to sit in an office near the computer and watch the numbers. And I don't want to, write and translate for 10 hours and try to find the perfect word for this or that translation. So I understood that this is what I really want, and I was doing it at university. I was doing it at about 2 years at in my country. So after that, I realized that, okay, if I want to teach, I want to do it in a more professional way. And if you want to do it in a more professional way, in a more developed country, I would say, you have to have a PhD degree, and that's why I am where I am now. I am soon graduating, hope, because I'm writing my thesis. So the conclusion from all my story is that try. If you don't like something, you don't need to be patient. I would say, yes, it's not a good advice for someone, but of course you can choose. This is your life. But if you don't like something, there will not be time that you will like it further or in the future, right? Because just imagine, if you don't like, broccoli, it doesn't mean that in 6 months you will start liking it, because it is very strange to wait for something that, okay, maybe something will change in my mind and I will like what I'm doing. No, it will not be like that. And believe me, whatever you get at university, even if it is not connected to what you want to do, it will help you. Because when I started teaching, I understood that, okay, that the languages that I know, they help me a lot, because I can read researches in different languages. The public speaking, the presentation I was doing at university, it helped me a lot, because I can speak to, present the topic, and the communication skills I got at university, again, it helped me to connect to my students, and etc. So don't think about wasting time at university if you realize that this is not your profession or this is not your way. Just change it. Just try new things. And of course, you don't have to burn all the bridges, as they say. You can still be at your full-time job and start trying different professions, because now we have so many opportunities, as I have mentioned. You can try everything online, right? Any kind of internships, and you can do whatever you think that you would probably like 2-3 hours in a day, or 2-3 times in a week. So you don't have to totally change your life in one click, right? I have spent approximately 5 years to realize that, okay, this is my path, this is what I really like, this is what I want to do. It's normal to take your time. It's better to spend time in the early age when you can afford it. I mean, you don't have many responsibilities, you don't have families, you don't have kids that you have to provide. You should use your young ages to realize what you really want, because the more you like the job you do, the more successful you will become, and money will come after that. Thank you so much for watching these videos until the end, and I will be really thankful to you if you share this video with your friends, or subscribe or put like, and it will help the YouTube algorithm, and it will be really pleasant for me. See you in my next videos.